My name is Rob Howard, and I'm the founder of DailyStory. In this video, I'll give you a tour of the DailyStory product. If you would like to try it yourself, just visit our website and click Free Trial. When you first log into DailyStory, you are presented with a list of your active campaigns. Everything in DailyStory is oriented around campaigns and contacts. A contact can be part of one or more campaigns and is known as a lead. This page provides an overview of each of your campaigns and the lead generation performance of that campaign over the past 60 days. Clicking on a campaign enables us to get more detail. This includes key performance indicators, a monthly forecast, and a graph of suspects, marketing contacted leads, and marketing qualified leads. Leads in DailyStory start as anonymous suspects, such as website visitors, and later become marketing contacted leads once DailyStory can associate an email address with the visitor. Later, once a lead is either manually or automatically accepted as qualified, it can then be published into your CRM, such as Salesforce, using DailyStory's automation. This means that common top-of-the-funnel activities can be managed automatically using DailyStory. Next, clicking on the Leads menu option within a campaign provides a list of the active leads in this campaign. Remember, it is possible for a lead to be part of multiple campaigns. For example, a lead can be associated with a pay-per-click campaign for a special offer found on Instagram, along with participating in a free trial campaign found on your website. Clicking on a lead enables us to see insights and data we have collected about that lead. For example, we can see lead activity on the website, where the lead converted, and whether or not emails sent to their email address were delivered. Going back to the campaign, we'll click on Workflow. All campaigns support a simple linear workflow that enables you to progress a lead through a series of automated actions. This can include sending emails, performing actions in other marketing systems such as MailChimp or Slack, and even calling webhooks. Next, let's click on Achievements. Achievements are used to help identify lead behavior related to the campaign. For example, if you write a blog post about a particular feature of your product, you may want to include views of that blog post as an achievement for your campaign. Automation and scoring, which we'll look at next, both build on the DailyStory rules engine. This rules engine enables you to build rules and associated actions when a rule's conditions are met. For example, here's how we use this at DailyStory. When visitors to DailyStory.com subscribe to our newsletter, we first send a thank you email using the campaign workflow. Next, we run a set of rules to see if the email we sent was delivered. If the email was successfully delivered, we progress through our workflow and add the subscriber to our MailChimp email list. For emails that don't pass the rule because the email was undeliverable, we simply mark the lead as rejected. This automation helps ensure we have a high-quality subscription list to our newsletter. Scoring uses the same rules engine as automation does. The only difference is that it will only add or subtract to the lead's score based on criteria you define. For example, we may want to score leads from English-speaking countries higher because that is our primary market. Or we may want to score down leads that use a Gmail address when they register. Using automation, we can create rules that specify when a lead reaches a certain score threshold, it can then automatically be accepted as a marketing qualified lead. And of course, if we have integration enabled with our CRM, it will then push that lead into the CRM system for our sales team to follow up on. There is much more to campaigns, but those are the highlights. The key benefits revolve around automation, workflow, rules, and the insights we collect on leads. Next, let's look at some of the other capabilities DailyStory includes. If you recall, a customer can be in multiple campaigns at the same time as different leads. In DailyStory, a customer is called a contact. You can view all of your contacts by clicking Contacts in the top menu. You can then click on individual contacts and see the campaigns they are currently in. DailyStory makes it very simple to add and remove contacts, as well as bulk import or export your contacts. In addition to managing campaigns and contacts, DailyStory includes a number of tools to help you acquire leads. Pay-per-click tracking enables you to track leads that originate on paid advertising, such as Google AdWords. From there, you can track the revenue associated with each pay-per-click campaign and the customers that originated from that campaign. This is different, but complementary to what Google Analytics provides. Google Analytics provides conversion tracking, but DailyStory adds the ability to track when you convert a lead into a sales opportunity as a marketing qualified lead. DailyStory also attaches the sale value back to the campaign. This enables you to see which pay-per-click campaigns are driving new customers and the amount of revenue associated with them. Another capability included with DailyStory is Exit Intent. Exit Intent provides you with the ability to easily add pop-ups that are shown when visitors first come to your site or when they are leaving your site. Exit Intent is typically used as a last opportunity to capture or convert a suspect into a marketing contacted lead, and Exit Intent is extremely effective. For example, for one of our customers, we increased monthly newsletter signups by over 2,000% by using Exit Intent. Next, let's look at page triggers. Page triggers enable you to automate actions when leads visit certain pages within your website. You can send notifications to the lead owner or send a quick follow-up email directly to the lead. For example, if a marketing contacted lead visits your licensing and pricing page, it might be the right time for them to get a follow-up call from the salesperson, as they are clearly sending buying signals. Next, let's look at an important capability, web forms. Web forms enable you to create simple web forms that can be completed by suspects to convert them into leads. Simply create a new web form and add the form fields you want along with associating those fields to the lead's properties. All DailyStory web forms also support Google reCAPTCHA, which can be enabled as an integration. Web forms can then be used in multiple ways. Web forms can be added to pages, which we'll look at momentarily. They can be used directly in WordPress using a shortcode, or they can be displayed using the DailyStory API. For example, DailyStory's Contact Us form is just a DailyStory web form that is displayed in our WordPress-powered site using a shortcode. If you use WordPress for your website or landing page, this makes building landing pages very easy and requires no technical expertise. This means marketers can quickly and easily design and launch new forms whenever they need to. DailyStory also includes content such as emails and pages. Let's look at that next. DailyStory sends emails on your behalf without requiring any setup. We can integrate with popular transactional email systems like Mailgun and SendGrid, so sending emails from your own domain is very easily accomplished. Emails in DailyStory can include rich HTML and support merge tags that dynamically replace content when the emails are sent. This enables you to create personalized emails. Emails sent from DailyStory are meant to appear as if they come from a person rather than a broadcast marketing email. Plus, personal emails get better reactions. So while DailyStory can be used to send newsletters and other bulk email, we recommend integrating with other services, such as MailChimp, that specialize in bulk email marketing. DailyStory is much better suited for targeted one-to-one emails as leads progress through your campaigns. Earlier I mentioned that DailyStory web forms make it very easy to build landing pages in WordPress. If you aren't using WordPress or don't have access to your website directly, you can still use DailyStory pages to build your own landing pages. DailyStory pages are designed to be simple and basic, but support any amount of rich HTML, images, video, JavaScript, and more. Additionally, they have full support for merge tags, so that when leads visit a page, it can be personalized for them. For example, you can build a Contact Us landing page very quickly by building a page template with a body merge tag and then creating any number of pages that use that template. You can also include a form merge tag to render the form associated with that page. Pages provide a powerful tool for content creation and management. Next, let's look at DailyStory's inbound and outbound link management tools. Inbound links are links that point to content on your website. For example, when we create a pay-per-click campaign, we first create an inbound link that gives us the tracking link to use for both Google and Bing. Using an inbound link gives you control over where and how that link behaves. For example, you can test different landing pages with A/B testing, use password-protected links, or even create links that expire after a certain amount of time. Outbound links are links that point to content that is not part of your website. For example, if you are highlighting an article on Twitter about your industry that points to a third-party website, you can use an outbound link. Outbound links will remarket the visitor when they click on your link. Remarketing enables your Google AdWords, LinkedIn, or other pay-per-click campaigns to show targeted ads on other websites to the person that clicked on your link. Finally, let's briefly look at some of the configuration settings for DailyStory. Account settings enable you to configure some basic information about your DailyStory account. For example, when your fiscal year starts. Although we're not using this information yet, this will be part of the reporting tools that will roll out next. You can also invite and remove users from your DailyStory account on the Manage User Settings page. DailyStory is licensed by the number of users, people that can log in, and contacts. Personal settings enable you to configure some information about yourself so that DailyStory can create the best user experience for you. The DailyStory site ID and tracking code are used to connect your website, mobile app, or API calls back to DailyStory. For example, if you use our WordPress integration, You simply copy the site ID into the DailyStory WordPress plugin settings, and the plugin can then manage your site through its own API calls. The tracking code is a small piece of JavaScript that needs to be added to all pages in your website, just like Google Analytics. Again, if you use WordPress, this is done automatically for you when you enter your site ID into our WordPress plugin. We plan to offer a number of meaningful integrations for DailyStory, but started with the ones we think are most important. This includes Google Analytics, which will automatically add your Google Analytics tracking code to any pages you run on DailyStory. Google reCAPTCHA, which will enable you to add reCAPTCHA support to any web forms generated by DailyStory. And we also offer integration with MailChimp for email lists, Mailgun for transactional email, and Salesforce for CRM integration. Finally, in the settings section, you'll also find all of your billing and licensing information. This includes tools for upgrading your license, adding additional users and contacts, or updating your credit card information. In conclusion, I hope this short overview video gives you a good idea of the power of DailyStory and how it will increase your revenue by helping track, manage, and convert leads into subscribers and customers. We built DailyStory to enable non-technical marketers to easily track and manage different marketing activities that would typically require coding. Today's marketers want and need the ability to react quickly based on marketing conditions, and that's what DailyStory enables. And while we're not highlighting it in this video, I do want to point out that we have a full REST API and webhooks. DailyStory was built to be a platform, and we have an exciting developer story that we'll share more details about in the future. Remember, you can learn more about DailyStory at www.dailystory.com or follow us on Twitter at DailyStoryDM.